What's up guys, Josh Toy here with another unboxing and review. This one coming all the way from the United Kingdom. Fingerboardsuk.com or fb-uk.com sent us a little care package with a little something inside. Wanted me to do a review. So I'm going to open this thing up, show you guys what we got. Going to be very careful tearing into this because I do not know what is inside. First comes first, some of the FBUK little like advertisement sheets. Shows a lot of the product that they produce and sell. Also some coupons if you want to use those as well. They sent me some Haribo gummy bears. The cola ones as well. I wasn't expecting candy, so that's cool. And we got some of their stickers right here. They sent a few of these, so you guys can get a look at those. Some more of their stickers. Good for the fingerboard collection, sticker collection. Alright, now on to, I don't think there's any more stickers. So first off, they sent a complete, this is a 32mm complete. I'll give you a little shot of that. This is the 30mm complete. Same thing as the other, just different graphic and different colorway. It's a little bit different. And then there's something wrapped. I can already see it through the bubble wrap. This is one of their laser cut rails. It's like a barrier. This is actually a service that they offer. They do laser cut, like plasma cut rails made out of high grade steel. You can actually get a custom made rail to say whatever you want in here, or have I think you might be able to even do like a brand logo. It comes with the supports that you just stick on in. You might be able to see the holes there on those. They just stick right into these little tabs. If you guys would like to purchase any of the products seen in this video, make sure to visit fingerboardsuk.com or fb-uk.com. Let's dive into the rail, get rid of this plastic wrap. Put it together, set up the fingerboards, and get some footage for you guys. And just like all my reviews, I'm going to film some footage right away. And then after about 2 weeks or a week or two, I will throw together another video basically with my final opinion on the product. Because in my opinion, a review does not count until you actually use it for a while. So this one, it's actually pretty snug. It's very surprising. I wasn't sure how loose this was going to be getting into there. I wish I had a rubber mallet right now. I really did. Now this is exactly why scooter wheels come in very handy. I don't have a rubber mallet. I don't want to damage the rail. So I have a wheel as a dampener. And a regular hammer, and it is going in. Perfect. So anyway, let's get some footage putting together these fingerboards, and then we'll get to using the rail. A couple things also that I felt would be pretty important to mention is that the 32mm comes with a uncut sheet of foam tape, whereas the 30mm comes with a pre-cut version. Also, the tools that come with it, the 32 comes with your standard Tech Deck style tool, whereas the 32mm comes with something a little different. It's got like a little, it's almost like a ratchet. It doesn't actually work like a ratchet, but it's like a ratchet. And then you have your screwdriver on the end. So after setting up the fingerboards, another bit of important news I feel that I should let you guys know before moving on is the 32mm complete. Since it does come with the narrower trucks, they're the 29mm trucks, they ended up providing the spacers so that it has a longer axle on it, so there's spacers that push the wheels out so that the actual, trucks are the same width as the deck. And the one issue I seem to have had with the 30mm, although I don't think it'll perform differently or affect the performance, the bearings were very loose in the wheels. They were actually sliding up and down on it very easily. Like when I put the wheels onto the axle, the bearing pushed up, like on every single one of them, and all I had to do was take the tool and push it down. It was that easy, that loose. Once again, I don't think that's going to affect performance, but it is something that, FBUK might want to work on as far as, you know, trying to make that a little more snug on the inner diameter of the wheel. That way you don't have that slippage problem. So now that they're set up and I got all that information out of the way, there's nothing left to do but to use it. So let's get some footage and see how they perform. First try it with the 30 millimeter. Slides nice, grinds nice. Whoa. Let's see how it feels with the 30 mil. Not that I think that they're going to perform any differently due to the width or the trucks or anything like that. It's going to perform the same as far as the grinding goes for the rail. But I don't know. Just trying to get a feel for the decks and giving the rails a fair chance. Oh, well, this is the disadvantage of not using lock nuts, is you end up having this issue, especially when you have to loosen the trucks for the bushings to work. First take on it all, the one thing that was an inconvenience a little bit when it came to the rail was that the rail kind of teetered a bit because the supports could be a little bit wider. That would stop it from wobbling as much as it did. It didn't really move around because it does have some foam tape on the bottom of the rail to make sure that it doesn't slide. Since it did kind of wobble a little bit, that did cause a bit of a problem when I was trying to get my clips. Other than that though, as far as the completes go, the 30 millimeter actually performed pretty well. The 32 is probably my favorite. I was very surprised on how much flip control I had on the 30 millimeter. The only complaint I really have is when it comes to the wheels. The bearings are kind of obnoxious because they're just like your standard China bearing. They do roll nice though. They're just very loud, but they're smooth. They roll very nice. The tape, it's, you know, gonna take its time to wear in. In a couple of weeks after I've used this for a little bit, I'm gonna try and use them every single day like I do on every other review. Try to break in the tape. Maybe by the time that I do my final revision of this review, which will be in a couple of weeks, maybe it'll improve a lot, because I mean the tape can make all the difference in the world. I'm gonna run these setups completely stock, so they will have the regular O-ring bushings that come with them. I'm not changing out any hardware, no lock nuts, nothing, just so I could get a most realistic review of everything being completely unbiased and exactly how it is. I guess in a couple weeks, you guys will get, you know, my rebuttal on everything and see if my opinion changes. What's up guys? As you can see, I'm here at a new location. Some of you may recognize this location actually. This is the Vault Pro Scooters. This is the place where I work. We also sell fingerboard stuff. I know it's been a while since I started this review. I have used it off and on, both the rail and the two setups. The tape is starting to wear in pretty well. My input on it, the decks, the shapes are pretty decent. They're not too deep, they're not too mellow, so it's good for like say an entry level complete. The lengths are a little long for my liking personally. I'm using like a 96 or a 97 right now, and these feel more like they're around like 98, maybe 99. So that was a little bit of an adjustment because I'm used to the shorter boards now. The rail grinds really well. I do have some issues with it, nothing too major though. It's just a little bit of rusting on the top, but it's not bad. You take a little bit of Scotch-Brite to it and it'll be gone in no time, or you can lubricate it. That's one thing that I do a lot with my obstacles. Instead of waxing, I use a little bit of oil on a rag and I'll just rub it in, and it works really well, especially on rails. As far as the completes go, the one issue I seem to have aside from the length is also the fact that the hardware for the trucks, mainly the nuts, they're not lock nuts, so they do come loose quite often. That's a very easy fix though. You can go to a lot of brands and actually get the hardware needed, the lock nuts, for relatively cheap. I know Fingerboard Connoisseur, I'm pretty sure that they carry it. The tape, one thing that I had to do right off the bat was, and I've done it a couple times since, is I do a little cleaning trick. I know it's a little bit blasphemy, but you take a little bit of water on your finger and you just dab it on the top of the deck, rub it in, and then dab it out with a rag, and you dry it. Once you do that, the tape seems to break in a little better. I think it takes the factory residue off of it. The pros to it, they're affordable. So the completes, they're really good if you're an entry level. You get everything you need, bearing wheels, you have O-ring bushings, a pretty decent shape, pretty decent tape. And as far as the rail goes, they are a little bit narrow. I wish it was a little bit thicker, and that would not only add weight to it, which would be good because it wouldn't move as much, but also it would be a little bit more realistic as far as the width goes for like a rail. The bases are a little bit narrow, so from time to time, like going into say a back tail, sometimes you push into it a little bit, and when you do that, it tends to want to wobble a little bit or tilt over completely. So yeah, I guess we'll just give you guys a little bit more footage. So another thing I'm sure you guys have noticed, the quality difference between the first half of this video and this part of the video. Not only because of the fact that I'm using the lighting kits, but also my phone actually ended up frying on me while I was here at work. That's one of the reasons why I haven't been making videos lately. It's because I haven't had a camera. I don't want to use my big ol' FX1 to do fingerboard footage and capture tapes and go through that whole nightmare. I ended up splurging a little bit. I ended up going from an iPhone 6S, I am now sitting on an iPhone XS Max. Anyways, let's get back to the footage. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the footage that I just shot on these things. Overall, if I had to give a 1 to 5 star review on this, I would say this is probably, I'd say probably like a 3.5, 4, top, yeah, 3.5. 3.5 is confidence right there. So 3.5 on the 29 mil. As far as the 32 millimeter goes, this one feels a lot more comfortable. In my opinion, this is one that I would get if I was getting into fingerboarding for the first time. I would be the most comfortable on this. Once again, it's just preference, but I would probably give this one it's probably about the same, like 3.5, 4. Then comes down to the rail. What I would say 1 out of 5 with this, probably about the same, like 3.5. But overall, this is decent quality product, especially for the price, and the completes, they're reasonably priced. If you want to buy one of these completes or one of these rails, I will leave the link in the description. That way you can purchase one right now. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. That way you can get notifications every time a video gets released. Follow me on all of my social media accounts. I mainly use Instagram, not gonna lie. And until the next review, have a great day, guys.